Welcome to the Department of Workspace Environment and Sunlight Management. It's an office ecosystem where blinding window glare meets the low hum of automated drones, delivering 100-column tracking spreadsheets directly to your cubicle. Inside this environment, the IT department was handed a remarkably straightforward assignment, the Extraction Permits and Licensing Project, or EPL. The goal was simply to take a decades-old legacy Clipper application and rebuild it as a modern web platform. But this project belonged to the middle manager, known around the office as PHM. She acts as the primary architect of the department's workflow, and by extension, its roadblocks. When the EPL project officially kicked off in July 2025, the middle manager made her first major executive decision. Without offering any explanation or technical reasoning, she placed the entire software conversion on the back burner. In a functional software studio, the objective is to finish a product and deploy it. But in a highly bureaucratic space, finishing a project removes a line item from your portfolio. By keeping projects open but inactive, management can simulate a heavy, demanding workload without actually having to deliver a product. Actively delaying a clear, solvable task serves a distinct purpose. It establishes the baseline for an ongoing illusion of productivity. The EPL project sat quietly until January 28, 2026. Out of nowhere, management pivoted. After months of total silence, this dormant application was abruptly flagged as a drop-everything, high-priority emergency. The task fell to Robert, a veteran developer working out of a custom cardboard cubicle. He was ordered to immediately map the old EPL database fields so they could be migrated into the agency's internal eco-trace system, known as ETS. There was just one glaring issue. Management hadn't actually decided if the EPL data was going to be housed in the eco-trace system. The target database was entirely hypothetical. Robert was ordered to sprint at full speed to build a complex data bridge toward an unconfirmed destination. Because the technical foundation wasn't set, every hour spent mapping those fields carried a near certainty of being thrown away. This is how fabricated urgency operates. It isn't deployed to achieve a tangible result. It is used to whip up a frenzy of keyboard strokes and status meetings that looks exactly like real progress. To help Robert move fast, PHM provided him with her own extraction spreadsheet. It was a masterclass in poor data management, packed with heavy indexing functions that consumed massive amounts of CPU resources just to stay open. It was also completely inaccurate. But Grandpa Dizzy D, the project's business analyst, trusted it. Relying entirely on management's broken documentation, he concluded that the old application had exactly 320 data fields that needed migrating. Robert recognized the trap. He completely ignored PHM's spreadsheet, built a stable mapping document from scratch, and informed the team that there were actually more than 360 fields to handle. Working independently of management's tools, Robert successfully mapped the entire database by February 19th. Ground-level competence can bypass broken spreadsheets and bad instructions, but it cannot save a project that lacks a coherent strategy at the top. By March 2026, PHM made her final call regarding the target database. The EPL data would absolutely not be moved into the eco-trace system. With that single decision, the high-priority emergency data mapping Robert had just completed was rendered 100% useless. To avoid accountability for the wasted time, PHM insisted that Robert's highly specific ETS to EPL mapping document could still somehow be utilized, even though the ETS destination was entirely off the table. Not a single person on the team ever looked at his mapping work again. Finally, in May 2026, management offered their ultimate solution. They abandoned structural planning entirely and announced that artificial intelligence would simply step in and convert the application for them. The EPL project didn't fail due to technical limitations. It stalled out because this specific brand of bureaucratic overhead exists solely to sustain itself. Smothering a straightforward task with arbitrary busywork and corporate buzzwords ensures that the illusion of work never has to end.